Hello, this is Angela here from Soul Tarot. Welcome to your weekly reading for the 16th to the 22nd of September 2019. Welcome to those who are new to Soul Tarot with Angela on YouTube. Every Sunday at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, I release these weekly readings on Soul Tarot with Angela on YouTube, as well as Soul Tarot with Angela on Facebook. And each one of the three cards here, the people on Soul Tarot that are currently following my page on Facebook will have selected one of these cards, and this meaning will be shared with you. But before I go into that, I usually do a quick energy update on what's going on for the coming week in terms of themes. I combine that with what I see in the skies astrologically with the moon, as well as what the cards say. And what I am, when I tune in and I'm channeling information from my guides, I see that this week is about dreaming bigger and also about self-belief. Now, the interesting thing is that we do have an interesting transit that may be challenging that on the 21st of September. So I'll get into that first. Basically, the 21st of September, we've got Jupiter, which is all about expansion, squaring Neptune, which is about hidden agendas. So this could be a test of faith due to some kind of embarrassment. An example might be where you've invested a lot in a new romantic interest. You know, you've kind of maybe have been on your own for quite some time, and you've kind of got this idolized sort of viewpoint about them. You may decide, because you realize with this transit that, okay, well, maybe they're not what I thought that they were. So you might, after this transit is, during and after, you decide to cut your losses. And it can have that feeling of shattering your illusion a little bit. So as I said, Jupiter's about expansion, so being careful about being really too over-optimistic, because again, being too trusting could risk that feeling of deception, and that can play havoc with anyone's self-esteem. All right, so I'll get straight into the cards here. We had the full moon on the 13th, 14th of September. As you know, I posted about that. So that's why I've selected these cards from Yasmin Boland. They're called Moonology, and they're just absolutely gorgeous oracle cards. So the first card, card 1, this is the first quarter moon. So if you picked this card, it says your commitment is being tested. Now, I view this card as being one about a test of optimism. So what I mean by that is the universe may be testing what your upper limit is right now. So that's got a lot to do with mindset. So maybe, do you think the next stage of your journey or move towards your goal is possible? Is that what your current feeling is? Are you questioning yourself? If so, if you think they're possible, then those obstacles will feel like they can be easily tackled. But if you have a sense that they may be not possible, you're doubting yourself, then you may feel those setbacks sort of set in. The universe is just going to confirm what it is that you're thinking. So, but you may have some dreams. But do you feel that they are unachievable somehow? Whatever it is this week, it's going to test your commitment of issues around self-belief. So as the moon has just passed in full moon in Pisces, and now we're into Aries on Monday and Taurus throughout the week, it's going to pay not to make this about ego and about competition. So not to make it, we talked about the Jupiter square Neptune transit, so don't be ego and being optimistic because you feel like you've had lack in the past. What the best way to use this energy is to ask yourself mentally where you hold yourself back. So it's not about the outside, it's about the inside. So maybe you can pivot your thoughts in a more positive, optimistic direction. Sometimes I think that positive mindset is a little bit overused. So instead of positive, optimistic. So if you feel a negative thought coming in, how can you pivot that around into a more optimistic direction? You can let that go and then move forward. If you do listen to Abraham Hicks, or you may not have heard of her, she's an amazing channel. It's got lots of information about our higher consciousness. So this week, all about your mental outlook. So it's saying don't give up now. You're on the way. All right, so this one here, I love this card too, and I love these violet colours. They're just gorgeous. This is the new moon energy, so a new start is coming. So this is one of the most auspicious cards you can get in the deck. It's very positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing for you, which is great. Situation you're thinking about is showing to blossom, and you're on target to achieve your goals. So if you've had a particularly rough patch, then this is going to show there are more positive thoughts and feelings coming up for you. So also think about a merry-go-round. You know, life has ups and it's got downs, it's got cycles. So we can never always just move forward in one direction. Things sort of, you know, go down one path and they go down the other, and up and down. So again, talking about your positive intentions, you know, so this links a little bit with the first card. So you may have picked 1 and 2. Maybe 1 resonates more than number 2 for you, because that can sometimes happen when you pick a card. It's really important, if you did pick this card, in order to work with that new energy that's being thrown your way, forget and forgive the past. And especially because we've got retrogrades, the outer planets in retrograde, which is all about, it looks as though everything's moving backwards. It's a great time to, you know, revise and look at and then release the past. And I hope some of you have done that with the full moon, because that's an excellent energy, you know, to release endings. Now, this card is about beginnings, because it's a new moon energy. So you're going to be able to do both. You're sort of ending and beginning, if you like. And sometimes they go hand in hand. So this is about laying down some positive intentions again for your future self, because that new start is on its way. So that's the number 2 card. And the number 3 card, and I love this one. Not many people really know much about the North Node. This North Node, basically North Node is a karmic point where you meet your destiny. We've got a lot of sort of transits with North Node at the moment. So it's about following or pursuing your fulfillment, your satisfaction in a certain area of your life. So again, this is about leaving the past behind, because North Node's about the future, setting down your path for the future and leading a bigger life where you somehow that is going to need a leap of faith though. So doing something that scares you. So I'm not talking about walking on hot coals, but it's about fully embracing your life purpose. And this may mean something to you, because you may already know that you're getting in your own way. You may be holding yourself back. You know, there's little things, but you know, that's okay if you feel that way, because you can just make little baby steps. If that's the case and you don't want to make that big leap of faith, those little steps will lead to that big leap of faith. So if this week means that you're only taking tiny baby steps, know that that is good for you. If it requires something bigger and you know that you need to do that one thing to create that life that you want, then that is something that you may need to face. So this card's all about the energy of courage and follow through. You know, you may want to think about, okay, well, if you were dead tomorrow, would you have any regrets that you didn't fully embrace about where you want to be? You know, this is saying you can stand on your own 2 feet, and you have got that faith, because you have got this. So it's a very positive card to receive, to encourage you to get out there more. You know, it could be that you've created a business, it's mostly online. Maybe it's about getting out in the community a bit more, taking those little baby steps, talking to more people, getting your true face out there instead of, you know, hiding behind. So to put all this together then, if you are working on some kind of a project at the moment and you're midway through, it's going to test your faith in yourself, and it's about your mindset about tackling obstacles. So this is really important, to put yourself in an optimistic direction, because maybe in the past you have limited yourself to certain thinking. So it's about letting go of that limiting thinking, and then this is going to then propel you forward into a new start. You'll be able to lay down those beautiful dreams and wishes that you really want to do, and that will then lead to more of what you want. Taking that leap of faith, being more out there than what you ever have done in the past, because it's saying to you that everything that you're doing, you're on the right path, and it's just going to take a little bit more to fully embrace who you really are. So I do hope this reading's helped for you. Please let me know. Please like, comment, share or subscribe. And this is of course a general reading. If you would like an individual reading, please contact me on Facebook with Soul Tarot with Angela, or on soultarot.co, or PM me. So I look forward to speaking to you again next week. Bye for now.